I don't mind responding to Cinco because at one point me and Cinco was homies. So if this gonna help him financially, I'm cool with that. You feel me? I don't have a
Yo, see, like, this is the thing. Like, this is why, like, I really think it's DDG's fault. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Steak. Busy! Back at you with another video, and today we are going to be reacting to the J Cinco and DDG drama. Omizi just came out with a video. J Cinco exposed DDG after one day in Capaholics. So we're going to hop right into it, you feel me? So let's get it. Let's see what the beef's about.
Not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying, like, speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like I said, I felt like he was the program. He ran the program. You know what I'm saying? So, and they kept adding me back and just turning down, like, coming at in real disrespectful ways, talking to it like a friend would never talk to. Again, like,
Yeah, I want to start off by saying Cinco is lying. I am the
Ooh,
program.
really?
call me DD program.
Talk about grand opening and then
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy to like. It's like to see your man's complaining, I guess, because like y'all fell out, and then to be like, yeah, I am the program. That's kind of crazy.
grand closing. Doing group content isn't some sort of unfamiliar venture for DDG. He had one in the past featuring Pootie and Shark and Ty the Guy and some other content creators. And we all know how successful group content can be. If you look at Too High, if you look at FaZe, if you look at AMP, Sideman for what it's worth, doing some sort of group content has always shown in content creation that it can be very, very lucrative. But this isn't just a venture that you throw together. And to be honest with you, for every AMP and Beta Squad that's out there, there's a failed group that had a couple of months of success, had a bunch of turmoil behind the scenes, whether it was about money, women, drugs, whatever the case may be.
Every time happens every time.
Which brings me to the Capaholics. People have been talking about how collaboration and streaming is something that is going to propel a bunch of people forward. So it naturally made sense for a new streaming group to prop up. That is the group that DDG started, featuring likes of J Cinco, his brother Dub, and Deshae Freaky Frost.
Yeah. Okay. Clap. Like, I'm gonna hold that clap.
Now, I want to make something very clear. I'm going to go into group content a little bit later into this video, but I just want people to know that you cannot throw groups together. I understand that it can be very lucrative having somebody else to bounce content ideas off of 24/7, 365, and that is the service level. But
how do you guys feel about that? Like, because I think that's kind of true. Like, it is hard to do the group stuff unless y'all really fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you can't fake it because there's always ego involved somehow, bro. When it's just not natural, like when it's just not natural, like the homies for real.
Something called team building that goes into this, and this is why other groups have failed in the past. You can't just slap a bunch of content creators together or a bunch of guys you think is funny together in order to make some sort of group. There's dynamics and energies and a bunch of behind the scenes stuff that have to do with people's personalities that have to come into play. And we know that there can be some strong personalities when we're dealing with DDG, Dub, Deshae Frost, and J Cinco. So off rip,
That's like everybody in there got a strong personality. J Cinco, DDG, Deshae, even Dub, but Dub, because that's DDG's brother, so he not
skeptical as hell. Now, if I had to do a hierarchy of who
the
is
ego
in
is not
this
gonna
group,
be
I would
there.
say it's DDG up here, and then J Cinco falling somewhere short, but definitely second in this group when it comes to who is the most poppin'est, littest streamer. So it was very interesting that a lot of people saw him in the trailer, but didn't see him in the opening of the whole subathon, streamathon, new group introduction. So naturally, a lot of people have questions, and DDG came quickly and confirmed that he was not in it. Who you see today is who is in this group.
I understand, bro. I don't get it. But I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, y'all, because nobody else is. Whoever y'all see in this group is in this group. Whoever
Damn, straight like that, huh, DDG? Straight like that.
Things can be further explained later on, but for right now, that's just what it is.
They literally announced the group on like the 29th of
That's
September.
what I'm saying, but I don't know. But the thing is, to me, it's like, I feel like with a content creator group, the friendship could come first. Because I feel like if the friendship is right and people are doing what they're supposed to, it's always going to work. I feel like once you get your ego involved and it's like, oh, like, I got more numbers than you, or you got more numbers than me, like, that's when, like, shit fall apart every time.
On the 30th of September, they got together.
And DDG has had a couple falling outs. Cause remember, like back in the day, like it used to be DDG, McQueen, Pootie, I forgot this guy's name. He's like Charcoal Rock, something like that. Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean, Jojo. Okay. I feel you. Yeah, but it's like a couple of them. They had a whole group, and they was popping. Like they were like the first black YouTubers, like big black YouTubers, millions who did like more like life IRL content. Cause I'd say like the only other big black YouTuber then would be like Berleezy. RDC was still coming up. Like I knew of RDC, but RDC had a lot of slow growth. And then you had Corey Kenshin. Other than that, that was really it. Like,
And then on
well, and then you had some other people doing other things though. But in terms of like the gaming and IRL stuff,
the 1st of October, they were already broken up. I think it's the most amazing thing in the world. Now, there are some other groups that we should probably cover on this channel that are seemingly having a falling apart. You know, we've addressed Max leaving FaZe, and
That's
there's
true.
some speculation about Your Rage also not being in FaZe anymore because he's not there for the subathon. But the difference is that Your Rage and Max, for what it's worth, have been a part of FaZe and other groups for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen a group be started and instantly fractured a day.
yeah, that
after
was
its
insane.
creation.
Not even a
Especially by
day. It happened right away. It was like, oh, like we got the Capaholics, this whole trailer, and then the same day, oh, Cinco not in the subathon. Like it's crazy. Talk show hosts don't badmouth each other or talk about who gets more views, but they do be collabing because they're friends, but they're still respect. Yeah, that's how it has to be though. Yeah, and it just kind of sucks.
the second biggest member. Usually when people leave the group, it's from the
It's
members
people
that
always
really don't
like
matter. You know,
do
the
this
Mopies of the
ego
world.
stuff.
My bad. But it became very clear very fast that they were.
Why he violate Mopey like that? Why you do that, Omeezy? Why you do that, bruh?
It's worth have been a part of FaZe and other groups for a long time. After its creation, especially by the second biggest member. Usually when people leave the group, it's from the members that really don't matter. You know, the Mopies.
Like, why did he violate?
My bad. But it became very clear very fast that they were distancing themselves from any affiliation that they had with Cinco a day into the group project. Now, y'all should know my slogan by now. This is why I love the internet, because we're not going to go too far into any sort of time period without getting a response. Everybody exists here. They're going to have to fess up as to what happened. And Cinco opens up some interesting conversations about DDG, about Dub, about Deshae, and about group projects as a whole. You know, group content.
I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like last year, I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga tell me, nigga, it's over. Like you can't even get in the club. Like I'm not coming out to get you.
Wow.
You gotta call like T.O. or somebody. You feel me? Like that's the only way a nigga get somewhere. Like
wow. DDG wouldn't come out the club to get his mans?
you know, and that's just a representation of the dynamic of the friend group. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody that's a real nigga in this bitch, that really stand on certain shit, that really show love, and they got fucked over a couple times and still remain the same guy. I done got fucked over in relationships and I'm still the same nigga. Nigga told me I shouldn't ask my girl out with a bag and all that. Man, I don't give a fuck what I go through. I'm still the same nigga. You can't let certain shit change you, bro. You know, of course you can move a little different and all that, but don't let that shit change who you is, bro.
Okay.
If that's who you is, that's who you is, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you a solid nigga, don't let no money change you, nigga. Fuck that money. You say fuck that money, nigga. That's selling your soul. Say fuck that money, nigga.
Those are some heavy allegations. I think this is where my unique perspective can come.
Talk your shit, Cinco.
I remember the inception of AMP, not necessarily as just a fan of the content group, but also as somebody who worked behind the scenes with them. And these were guys who had known each other for quite a while at that point. I think dating back to like the 2K16 days, 2K15 days. They were playing online with each other, you know, getting to know each other offline, meeting up IRL and making content together, having fun, you know, kind of growing as young men in the industry together. This is when there wasn't a bunch of money tied to this industry. It was just a bunch of guys who were passionate about making content, coming together and creating said content. Now, if you fast forward to 2025, the word is out and there is money to be made, but that doesn't mean that you can just shoehorn people together that don't have real relationships.
It gotta be natural chemistry.
Yeah, I think some of these people have one similar link, which might be DDG in the matter, but ultimately fixing a bunch of people in order to make money and strike like hot in this content game is not going to yield you long-lasting results, especially because of the personality difference.
I feel like you also have to think about it too. Like, think about why these content creators came together. Like, AMP came together because like most of them played 2K and things like that. And then also you have people like, you know, Phantom, he knows Kai, they both from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff, you know, kind of congeals. If you look at the Capaholics, like even the type of content they make, like they pretty much just make a bunch of shark fuckboy content. You know what I'm saying? Like bagging bitches, talking to bitches, and trying to take bitches from each other. Like that is the content that they make, you know? It's like it's a big like dick waving contest, like who could get the most girls. Like that really is their content. So, you know, it was inevitable that it was gonna fail, or not fail, but it was inevitable that it was gonna get like, you know, people are gonna bump heads.
With the foundation of this group being based off of money, that is always going to be the crux of any decision that they make. Who gets the most screen time? Who gets into the club first? Who gets the biggest piece of chicken? It's always going to be around who has the most fame and who has the most success and who has the most motion at the moment. That means somebody can dictate these things and order these steps. This is why it doesn't surprise me that Cinco ultimately reveals that, you know, this ain't no real friendship. This is just a hierarchy. This is just a money ploy. This is just a game.
Yeah, I want to start off by saying Cinco is lying.
I'm lying. Hey, show the message. Hey, that's why I leave it at that. Show the message. I ain't gotta say nothing else, gang. You wanna prove
Show
it to
the
me?
messages.
I don't be getting with niggas.
Show the messages type
bigger
shit. Show the messages.
I haven't figured that out yet. I'm gonna have to do some research.
I don't mind responding to Cinco because, you know, at one point me and Cinco was homies. So if this is gonna help him financially, I'm cool with that. You feel me? I don't have a
Yo. See, like, this is the thing. Like, this is why, like, I really think it's DDG's fault. Like, he gotta be the one. Because, like, think about it. Cinco is dead ass saying, yo, it feels like the group is all about money. And then this nigga DDG gonna be like, you know, like, shit, I'll respond to Cinco. If it's, you know, we used to be friends. If it's gonna help him financially, shit, I'll respond to Cinco. Like, damn, bro. Like, everything about money with this man, like, shit.
problem with that. I never start. Everybody always start with me, and then all of a sudden I'm the bully. I'm the mean guy when I keep it going. Oh, you doing too much. Oh, be the bigger person, this and that. Well, I never started it with nobody. Everybody always start with me.
Yo, it don't matter though. It really don't matter because like sometimes like nah, bro. You need some lashes, DDG. Because you guys got to think about it. It doesn't even matter if you didn't start it. If this is your friend, right? Why do you have to go to like the ends to like, you know what I'm saying? Like go in on them. Like if this is really your man's, right? Or used to be your friend, why do you have to go so low? You know what I'm saying? Like just because someone else started it, you don't have to go to the lowest of the low. It's like with the Reggie beef, bro, where like Reggie just said he ain't like his music that much, and DDG was like, "Yeah, that's why you got a dead dad." Like, how you jump? How do you jump so far? Like,
do not take Cinco serious. You just trying to get some money.
Like to say a nigga drive, like to make fun of a nigga whip and discredit a nigga success, I made you and all that shit hurt. Cause like,
he's making fun of his whip and the money that he got just because you don't got as much as him.
If a nigga said all that to y'all, bro, and this is just the service level, this ain't even the messages. But if a nigga would have treated y'all how they treated me getting in that group chat game, like, you would have left that shit too. You wouldn't have stepped a foot in that shit. You would have been like, man, I'm gonna show you niggas. I don't know how, nigga, but I'm gonna show you niggas. And even if it don't amount to greater than other niggas,
shit, he talking his shit.
Myself. I forgive niggas, not for them, but for me, so I can walk around at peace and walk around and enjoy my accomplishments. Various times I try to leave our group chat, you know what I'm saying, and defuse the situation, you know, but like I said, a nigga felt like he was the program. He ran the program, you know what I'm saying? So a nigga kept adding me back, and just tearing a nigga down, like coming at a nigga in real disrespectful ways, talking to a nigga like a friend would never talk to. Then like
now, before we go into a real deep dive, I do want to remind everybody
They so
that this
vague. I
is
want to know the
DDG.
juice,
This
the
is the
meat and
guy who was
potatoes.
talking about starting internet drama and internet beef for clicks, likes, and views. That was his whole gimmick and shtick at Streamer University, is that you want to create some sort of drama for the sake of engagement, for the sake of getting views up, for the sake of doing all these different things. And for the most part, that stuff is reigned true. We see how he's dealt with Reggie over the past couple of months, so I could see him playing into that. It also plays out in DDG changing his Twitter bio to the program and saying that he is the program as opposed to being bigger than the
Like, nigga doing too much now. Like, come on, bro. Like, the program, like, come on. Like, this mad corny, DDG.
program. And it also doesn't help that the reactions of the other members of the group aren't necessarily the best. Like, they're kind of playing with it a little bit too.
This needs Batman.
Yo, Deshae. Deshae.
Cinco, DDG.
Yo, why Deshae look like this though, bro? Why it look like a baby got on a Batman suit?
Call Batman ASAP.
Yo, Deshae dead eyes look like a little kid in this Batman suit.
Yo,
Hey, bro, they think it's a script. It's not a script.
I wasn't gonna say it was a script because it's not my business. But I mean, if you said it's not, yeah, this shit real. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I'm finna go live and look, but I ain't gonna talk about it today. I'm just gonna enjoy this fight.
If it was a script and I wanted people to believe that it wasn't a script, the first thing I would say is this is real. Like, I don't know, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice. Let's continue.
Yeah, I don't think this no
My main
script.
thing with this whole group is I want to get to a point where we can be looked at like a AMP or looked at like a phase where, you know, we getting brand deals and we like, you know what I'm saying, we really building some shit that's substantial. That's why when we dropped the trailer, it said October 1st to forever. And I know, I feel like maybe it would have been more transparent if we would have did a trailer in the actual house rather than doing it in a Airbnb. And I kind of feel like we kind of sold y'all a dream, but at the same time, it's more so about, you know, just it's not about.
Damn,
the
I
house,
didn't
it's
even
about
know
the
that,
creator. That's
bro.
what basically I'm trying to say.
Was the only room available to do this the bathroom or what? The difference between what DDG is doing and what
Yeah, hold up. Why is DDG in this crackhead, dirty ass bathroom? Like, you got holes in the wall. Like, I don't know if these termite holes or like a bullet hole or some shrapnel hole. And he, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bathroom looked like it stink. Like, it looked mad dirty. And then, like, of course he got like the nasty ass soap bottle too on that shit.
You know, just it's not about the house. It's
Like,
about
come
the
on,
creator.
bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
was the only room available to do this the bathroom or what? The difference between what DDG is doing and what other groups have done in the past is that other groups were composed of content creators who had already had high levels of success. 2Hype had Cash, LSK, Jesser, who all had about 1 million before getting into the game. Same thing with AMP. Their collective people had almost 1 million subscribers before they got into the space as well. Look at the FaZe Clan. All of them were successful streamers who were averaging at least over like 5,000 per stream before they got into FaZe or whatever number. But when I look at DDG's group, it's just that. It's DDG's group. Especially with the subtraction of J Cinco, nobody in this.
That is insane. That is insane. Nobody even breaking 1,000. Like, Dub just there. And DDG just got 20K, bro. Yeah.
This group is pulling over 1,000 concurrent viewers. So they're going to have the identity of being DDG's group. It almost feels like a record label. Something where there's this main artist over it and they have a bunch of...
That is a really good comparison. It low-key looks like a record label. Like, it looked like DDG and the Minions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it looked like.
artists below them, and the bigger artists is just using the smaller acts in order to get their music off, but not really like a group venture or endeavor. And what I can also say from the clips that we are looking at, these guys seem to barely be friends. So once you start mixing business practices with people that are barely friends, it never is going to turn out well. It's always going to turn out to shit. It's going to expose the bad things that already existed in the friendship, on top of the business matters that aren't going well either.
When the bottles came out, we said Capaholics. So we all was a friend group. But the only thing between our friend group is that some people was cooler than other people, than some others was cooler than other, and then we all combined. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is friends. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, T.O. might hang out with Derek and Cinco more. You get what I'm saying? I hang around Derek and Deshae. Me and my brother hang with Rich more. Kelly and my brother hang around more.
So y'all aren't
You get
friends.
what I'm saying? But we all were friends. We all in a sense, like we all in one. Like this is my birthday. Every birthday we pop out for each other. But I feel like when it like, you know what I'm saying? Once you mix business,
Bro, I can't get over this nigga's veneers, bro. His big ass teeth,
with stuff, bro,
it just looks so fake.
always go bad.
Dub just broke it down for us. They were barely friends from the jump. It seemed like, different pockets of people who had different connections, a total of 9 of them, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here. And they had some sort of, degree of separation between the larger group, and they kind of just mixed together or whatever. But then they started to put business on top of it.
Yo, low-key, tell me Omeezy don't look like LeBron. Like, he low-key look like LeBron. Low-key.
Saying that, hey, I need people.
Like, he dead ass look just like LeBron. Like, if LeBron was not, athletic, this is what he would look like.
To give me stream ideas, stream content, or whatever the case may be. And that's how they decided to form a group. But it wasn't like they had true chemistry.
Not to say Omeezy unathletic. He's just obviously not as athletic as LeBron.
Or whatever. They just pop bottles in the club together. And now they're about to see what happens when this friendship becomes a content group that is a business. And the business that is being made is content. It's relying on people actually being together and being in front of each other and literally doing stuff with each other no matter what is going on.
That's what Max told me. It's a group now. So when y'all get into it, just know that y'all are a business. No, at first y'all was just a friend group. When it's business, when 2 niggas disagree or 3 niggas or 4 niggas disagree on something, you're not stopping, I'm just not going to reply to this nigga in the group chat no more. Or if we go to the club or if we go out to eat, I'm just not going to go because I don't like them. Now it's like, I'm not doing content. I'm not doing business with this person.
I didn't give my predictions when this thing first came out, but I see it failing.
Why is it so
I
business?
do. And I know that sounds very harsh, and
I completely agree too. I see this shit failing. It already failing. They lost a member day one.
Want to see black men's endeavors fail, but I think one of the hardest things to do in content creation is start a group. Nobody's ever going to be on the same page about the message and the agenda. There's actually struggles behind the scenes that a lot of these groups do not talk about, and ultimately what comes before the friendship is the business. It's a very, very hard balance to keep up, and a lot of people fail at doing that balance. Trust me, I've been behind the scenes of those long nights, those long fights, those I want to punch you moments, but ultimately we have to get on screen together. I know a lot of those OGA and P fans know about those days early before Kai came and before Chris came on camera. But if we have people with these types of attitudes and egos, it was never going to work regardless. So honestly, this was another wasted group like DDG's previous group, man.
Yeah, like DDG's old group, that shit fell out too. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the drama. Is DDG wildin'? I think he wildin'. I think he doing too much. Once again, he low-key, he been in a lot of drama this year, and he kind of always on the wrong side. He been on the wrong side of a lot of this drama. But again, you fuck with the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Boo, boo, boo. And it's your boy Brandon. Stay busy. We're going to see you in the next one. Let's get it.